Hey guys, what's up? It's munclesonkey and welcome to the next episode of the Road to 100 mil. So as you can see in the background, I have some clips of some drops and such that we got during the Calphite King massing. In the last episode, a lot of the people in the comments said, well, why are you including like skilling clips and stuff? It's because, well, for the most part, I had trouble getting clips for my masses where I did most of my PVM, but that was no longer a problem, so I did take all of these from the streams themselves, which really helps a lot because I added, we got a lot of Dragor drops, and you'll see those later on in the video. I will be doing a price check of all the items in my drops tab that I have started to build up, and it's really starting to become quite a good tab. And yeah, so we got quite a few drops yesterday. I believe our mass got 5 Dragors yesterday in the span of about 2.5 hours. 5 Dragor splits, and only 2 of them were offhands as well, so it actually turned out to be some really, really good money. But you guys will see exactly what we got later on when I end up price checking my tab. So I also got a couple other things during this trip. I got a couple drops that weren't Dragors, as you can see in my inventory. Like I got some seeds and stuff, and there's an offhand Dragor rapier. I was only able to find 3 out of the 5 Dragor splits that we got, but you'll just have to take my word for it that we actually did get 5. But I was trying to sift through 6 hours of footage at the Calphite King, and I just couldn't find 2 of the drops, so I hope you'll forgive that. But anyway, I did want to get back to only showing you guys money-making clips, since this is more of a money-making series. So everything that you'll see in this video will either be me making money or me training a skill that is going to eventually help me make money, such as a combat skill or dungeoneering or something like that, because those skills are going to help me get better weapons or do more damage against bosses. And there was a Dragor mace, and I believe we also got a offhand Dragor mace that was not shown, and another main hand Dragor rapier that was also not shown. So those were the 5 Dragors that we got in the mass yesterday. And then there was also a couple other things that did happen. I got a magic level, which is on this clip here. So now magic is my highest combat stat. Range was for a long time, but as soon as I got the chaotic staff, magic quickly caught up. So I got level 84 there, advancing me a combat level as well. So I'm just slowly but surely reaching my way towards the 200 combat, and the chaotic staff is just so good. I can't explain it. It's definitely my favorite weapon that I have on this account right now. And then later on I got some onyx bolts, which wasn't quite as much as a Dragor split, but for some reason I was even more excited about getting these than a Dragor split. Maybe just because it's something I could physically pick up off the ground and I really enjoyed that or something like that. But those onyx bolts turned out to be about 2 mil or so, or 1.8 mil. And here was me completing a Slayer task. I did quite a few clips of me completing Slayer tasks. In the future, from what I'll do is every time I finish a Slayer task, I'll just price check my loot at the end of it and then add that towards the series. So I only have a couple Slayer tasks here that I price check because I didn't start doing this until yesterday, but in the future I will be definitely doing this more often, and you'll be able to see exactly what I am making from Slayer, because I talk all the time about how good of money Slayer is, but I never really show any physical evidence of that. So there's a Gargoyles task, which is not very good money at all, but I did get a lot of rune full helms during that task. Gargoyle tasks are more good for training your magic than they are really for the drops. And if you didn't know, I did have a Black Dragon's task. I did do some of it at QBD. I did about the first third of the task at QBD, which was pretty fun, and I got some loot from that, which you'll see in my tab pretty soon. And here I got an HP level during my Black Dragon's task. And the regular Black Dragons are actually pretty decent money as well, because the Dragon Hide and the Dragon Bones are worth quite a bit. But it's definitely much better money doing it at QBD. It's just hard because I can only do 1 and sometimes 2 kills a trip at QBD, so it takes a really, really long time. So as you can see, I made, I can't see how much it is from here, but around 400, 500k or so, just from about 50 Black Dragons. So that's actually pretty darn good money. I am not complaining with that. And then later on, back at Gargoyles again, and I'm sure you know why. It's actually because of a magic level. So this actually happened before the Calphite mass happened, so don't be fooled, since I'm only getting 83 magic here, and then I got 84 magic earlier on. That's just the way I want to do the clips. I wanted to do the Calphite mass clips first because it was easier. And anyway, here's Divination, and even though this is a skill, my argument is Divination does make money. I sold all the energy that I got from level 60 to 66 Divination just today for about 600k cash. So Divination is a money maker, and I am making progress towards making 100 mil just by doing Divination. So don't be too upset by seeing Divination clips in here. It's just something I like to do while being AFK and putting together these videos and all. It really does help. So in the background, you're not lagging. That's actually me lagging, because as you see, I put it on higher detail, and it made it really hard to record the video because my computer and higher detail don't get along too well. But anyway, we'll go into the tab now. Okay, we were back at the bank, the Dungeoneering Bank, which is my favorite place to bank for some reason. But anyway, I'm not going to be going through the entire bank because nothing has changed since the last episode. If you watched that, except for the Drops tab, here is the Drops tab. I will be price checking some of this. But as you can see, 12 Drago Rapier Shards, 18 offhand Drago Rapier Shards, 6 Drago Mace Shards, and 6 offhand Drago Mace Shards. So that means we've had 2 Drago Rapiers, 3 offhand Drago Rapiers, 1 Drago Mace, and 1 offhand Drago Mace, all together in all the masses combined. So that's 7 Dragors total. That's really good, as well as these Onyx Bolts. I also got like some herbs and stuff from Calfight King as well. And I also have some QBD drops in here, as you can see from the Dragon Bones, Royal D'hide. I also get this Dragon Bone upgrade kit. I still have not had a Royal piece yet, which is a bit concerning, but hopefully that happens eventually. I also just quickly wanted to show I have been doing some herb runs, so I am planting Aventos. I also did the quest My Arm's Big Adventure last night, which unlocked the 5th herb patch, which means I can plant even more Aventos, and those are just a slow but steady way to get some more money. It's about 100k per run, so not a whole lot of profit. And then here is my gear tab, which really hasn't changed much at all. So I'm just going to be withdrawing some of the more higher valued items in the drops tab, and we'll price check and see how much money I've really made towards 100 mil. So as you could probably tell by the Ogre Bones and also the Bandos boots in my inventory, I did in fact go to a Bandos trip and I got a drop of Bandos boots and also these 18 Ogre Bones. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a clip with that. That's really the disadvantage of making these really long streams and no way to find specific clips in the stream footage. However, that was done on live stream, so everyone that saw that did realize that I did get the Bandos boots drop, and I went with a friend and he told me to keep the Bandos boots, so thank you a lot to him. But anyway, we're going to be price checking everything in this inventory, and hopefully it adds up to a fair amount. So already it looks like we're about 33 mil. So only 3 episodes in the series, I'm already about a third of the way to 100 mil. If, for those of you who don't know, the actual objective is to make 100 mil cash, not just to have a 100 mil overall value bank. So I actually have to physically have a cash stack of 100 mil in the cash. Now, one thing I just wanted to clarify is, even though Calfight King massing isn't really something that is easily accessible for everyone, I will be trying to do it more often. So if you'd like to get on the Calfight King masses, just make sure that you join my friends chat, and I'll tell you, and also follow me on Twitch and stuff, and it'll just tell you when I'm live streaming. And I will be trying to do Calfight King masses and possibly some other boss masses soon, because there's other low levels out there like me who would like to make some money, but it's a little more difficult to them. And Calfight King massing is actually very good money when you are lower level and don't really have the stats to kill these bosses efficiently without a whole ton of other people there. But anyway, pretty much everything else besides the Dragors and the Onyx Bolts is from QBD, like the Royal Dragon Hide, Dragon Bones, and the Bandos boots drop, obviously, and then just like the Infernal Ashes, Mithril Bars, Water Tallies, Rune Shiny Bodies, Herbs, stuff like that. Most of that is just from Slayer, because I have been doing quite a few Slayer tasks, which I will do more of in the future. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the progress in this video. Already made some really great progress towards getting that 100 mil, and hopefully it happens soon. So farewell.